call yourself a man? You know you're a lying, low-life, motherfucking gambling degenerate prick. You know that's what you are?
Well, hello you degenerate fucks, and welcome to The Degenerate Gambler. It's Thursday the 6th of May, and I'm here with a bit of an unusual episode because I'm going to do the Monday review and a bit of a preview for the weekend. I wasn't able to get Monday's episode up, so rather than just leave it, I'll just quickly run through and then I'll go ahead into what my bets are at the weekend, which is a bit of a strange weekend because the EFL, so the lower leagues, Championship, League 1, League 2, all finish, and they're all at different times. So Championship on Saturdays at 12:30, League 2 is at 3 o'clock, and then on Sunday League 1 is at 12 o'clock. So it kind of messes things up for betting. It kind of just, it lessens your selections, and it sort of forces you to do different things. So I've done a wee bit different this week, and I'll get that in a minute. So just go back to last week's bet. Sorry. My over 1.5 bet in the Championship was beat by 1 goal. Now, as I said, I didn't actually post that I did that. I put it on the podcast last week. I just mentioned it. Some of you did follow it, but it was very, very unlucky. Just that 1 goal. It was the Bournemouth game, which it wouldn't have been a game I would have thought would have beat me. From seeing the highlights, I think Bournemouth hit the underside of the crossbar. They had 10 shots on goal off target before they hit the target, so they weren't in the best of form. Wickham struggling for their lives, but they managed to score. But it was unlucky, but it was a good sweat. I was happy enough with it anyway that way. My main bet, I think 3 were beaten, 2 win out of my main bet, which was Chelsea. They beat Fulham, and Dundee were beat. Sociedad were beat. Hartlepool, I think, beat Chesterfield. That was it. And Bolton drew maybe with Exeter. The overs. Again, the overs was funny because I had 2 up, and I think 2 were 2-0 and 1 was 1-0. So again, you're getting a bit of a sweat there, but just not getting that last bit over the line. So yeah, disappointing in overall. But what was good was that the nap, which was by Akataka, won, and it was 3-1. So I got 40 quid back on that. He was actually saying he got 4-1, so he got 50 back for his, but that got me a free weekend, so I wasn't too worried because, as I say, I basically didn't invest any money, didn't lose any money over the weekend, so that's always nice. I did say that will be my last week probably using Sky Bet. I did my free bet during the week, but yeah, the prices, it's funny. I'm thinking to myself, the prices are better on 2 or 3 extra other bookies, but they do lure you in with that £5 free bet during the week, which when you're skint on a Tuesday or Wednesday helps, so you kind of have to weigh up what do you want more, to do more bets to try and win more money, or when you do win money, it to be a lot more, because this season I haven't won that many bets, so that extra £5 will get me that extra bet without investing. So but normally, if I'm lifting, say, 120, 130, and somewhere else I could be lifting 160, 170, 180, maybe even 200. That's a big difference. That is a big difference. So it's something I'm weighing up, but at the minute I'm going to leave it and see how it goes. I'm going to leave it. Never mind the free bet. So, as I say, well done to Akataka. His nap saved me. That is actually 2 out of 3 naps have been up. LM Bet Tips got one up. Batman Foodie didn't. He was unlucky. And then there you go, Akataka. So that's 2 out of 3. This week it's going to be Zooney, who's not a tipster, but he is very, very good at picking. He always seems to win a bet most weekends, so I'll get that later. On Sunday, I had a decent wee bet. We're 3-1. And Lille was over 2, and it was 2-0, so it was unlucky. And then Sociedad lost, but a decent bet. So as I say, that was basically the review of the weekend. Done that quickly, or 5 minutes. On to this week, where I have not picked sort of a teams to win bet, because see, taking those 12 championship games, 12 League One games out of the equation, now you're down. You're down a lot. You have a lot less games to choose from. Not only that, with the championship being all, 12:30 or whatever it is. So hold on, I already said this, so I should know. So the championship is all 12:30. So that's not 12 games. That's 24 games taken out of the fixture list. So now I'm trying to pick two bets. So to me, it wasn't viable. Even looking around Europe, I hate doing Bundesliga games, because if you mix them up with UK games and they're 2 o'clock, or they're 2:30, and the English games are 3 o'clock, that can fuck your bet up. But I mean, looking around, there's only 4 games in Italy. There's 5 in Germany, but as I say, they're 2:30. It's the Irish Cup in Northern Ireland here. Not great prices in most of the games. It's the Scottish Cup. There's only one game. There's only one game in the Scottish. It's not even the Premiership. It's a playoff game between Raith and Dunfermline. There's only 4 La Liga games, so to me there just wasn't enough to do those two bets. A main bet of a tenner and then a side bet of a fiver, both 5-timers. So what I've done is I'll probably do that whole championship, or at least maybe 9 or 10 of them, over 1.5. And then I'm just leaving out teams to win, and I've just done a tenner bet. I've picked a tenner bet of overs, and as I say, I'll probably do that championship. Either I might even footer about and do certain games over 2.5 if I fancy it, and certain over 1.5, just whatever. But there's teams in there like a Forest and stuff who don't score a lot of goals. They would have beat the bet last week if you'd have done all 11, I think it was, or 12, whatever it was, because they played the early game and it was nil each. They missed a penalty as well. See, and on Saturday, Norwich is the early game, so I'd probably risk that, to be honest with you. They've been crowned champions, but I still fancy them to score over 1.5. But they're all early. They're all early. They're all 12:30. But as I say, I'll probably leave 1 or maybe 2 out. I don't know. No, my luck, the 1 or 2 I'll leave out. It'll be 4-0, and the 1 I'll keep in, I'll be nil each. But anyway, that's that. So that's a bet there. I picked an overs, few good prices. So I have Chelsea versus City, which the last couple of times they've played has not been overs. Well, 1-0, Chelsea beat them at home, and that was in the FA Cup. City beat them 3-1, Chelsea beat them 2-1, City beat them 2-1, and then it was a nil each. That was again in the Cup. So they are, but what I looked at there was the last 2 times City have played them at home was 2-1 and 6-0. And then there was a 1-0 City, 3-1 Chelsea, and 3-0 City. So of the last 5, 4 have been over 2s, and it's 6-5, which is a huge price. City looking to win the league. We need to win 1 or 2 more games to win the league. Chelsea looking to cement that top 4 position. I do fancy goals. It's 5:30 on Saturday, so that's that one. Now we move into League 2, and again, just looking at teams who's in form as far as goals. Morecambe are top of the form table with 12 points. They've also scored 13, only conceded 5. So they basically scored 2.03 or something in every game, or in the last 5 games, and they concede 1 a game. Playing against Bradford, who've only scored 2 and conceded 6. But sort of games between the 2 of the last 5, 3 have been over 2s and 2 haven't. So Morecambe Bradford is 10-11, which is 1.9. So I'd say the Chelsea game is 6-5. That's 2.2. Next, Salford and Leyton Orient. Again, Salford out of the playoffs, still can make the playoffs, so we'll need to try and win that game. Leyton Orient basically out of it. So Salford's on 68 points, and 70 points is the playoff. So they need to win. They need to score some goals. They've scored 5, conceded 1 the last load of games, so they're actually not great as far as goal scoring at the minute, but they're keeping plenty clean sheets. But Leyton Orient scored 9, conceded 11, so they're almost scoring 2 a game and conceding just over 2 a game. And so Leyton Orient's last 5 games: beat 3-2, win 2-1, beat 4-2, win 2-0, draw 2 each. So if they score, Salford need to go for it, and they could get caught out, or they could come back and win. So that's my thinking on that one. Now into in the National League. So that was Morecambe and Salford in that league. And then League 2, Wrexham play Yeovil. Wrexham currently sitting in the playoffs, 58 points. Yeovil, 48 points there and playing for nothing. But Wrexham again need to keep winning. They've got plenty of games left. So they just need to keep ticking over. They've scored 12, conceded 3 in the last 5. Yeovil scored 7, conceded 8. So games between each other. 4 games they've played each other. 4-1, 3 each, 3-0 and 1-0 in the last game to Wrexham away. So that's my thinking there. Lastly, a team who's looking to win the league and who's done me on numerous occasions for the win, but I'm going for them over goals this time, and that's Torquay. Torquay are currently top of the league. Bromley sitting in the last place, 1 point ahead of Notts County in the playoffs. Sorry, excuse me. Goals ways, Torquay scored 11, conceded 4. Bromley scored 10, conceded 7. So games against each other, Torquay win 2-1 the last time, then it was a 3 each, then a 4-0 Bromley, a 3-1 Bromley, and a 1-0 Bromley. So 4 out of 5 have been over 2s. Bromley's last 5 games are the 1-1-0 against Hartlepool, beat 2-1 against Chesterfield, win 2-1 against Halifax, win 2-1 against Chesterfield, and win 4-3 against Woking. They're flying. And even Torquay, who don't concede a lot of goals, win 2-0 against Chesterfield away, 1-3-1 at home Eastleigh, 1-2-1 at home Aldershot, drew 2 each Notts County, 1-2-0 Woking. So there's goals there. So the two of them all together, that'll be a big price. I actually haven't added it up. If you bear with me, I'll add it up. Also, as I say, I'll do that championship, and then I probably will do a 5:30 bet, and then going into Sunday, I'll probably do like all the League One, maybe over 1.5, or some sort of bet that just is about League One, because again, you've got all 12 matches playing at the same time, which kind of fucks up the rest of betting, because unless other matches are on at the same time, you end up picking a team that is or a game that could beat your whole bet, So I'll probably do a bet that's combined within that. So that all together adds up to 34-1. That's a huge price. I'm actually over the moon with that. Tenner on that, 350. Yeah, so that is it for Saturday. The nap this week was selected by Zooney. He's given me a treble here. He wanted to pick games, he said, that had stuff on it. So he went to Germany. And what he's done is he went for Wolfsburg. And Wolfsburg are 1.75, which is slightly under. It's just around about 4 to 5. So he's went for Wolfsburg, Frankfurt as well, who are 1.72. That's around about 4 to 6. And then he's went for a big price here. Well, it's not huge, but he's went for Bayern Munich to beat Gladbach and go both teams to score. So result and both teams to score. So let's look at it. Gladbach fighting for Europe, scoring a lot of goals, 15 goals in the last 5. Bayern are already champions, aren't they? So maybe they're not, but anyway. So games between the two: 2-1 Bayern, a 0 each, 3-0 Gladbach, a 5-1 Bayern, a 2-0 Bayern. So mixed there, but Bayern at home. Let's look at Wolfsburg. Wolfsburg are at home to Union Berlin. They're currently sitting 3rd, obviously trying to fight off the likes of Dortmund and Frankfurt. So, in not great form, but have pretty good home form. They've lost their last 2 at home, but they beat Union Berlin the last time at home. So that's that. And then Frankfurt. That must be Sunday, is it? Let's look at Sunday. German. So entering Frankfurt play Mainz, and they're currently 4th again, pushing, trying to keep Dortmund behind them, and trying to just qualify for the Champions League, trying to get above Wolfsburg. Mainz are in great form, 11 points, but again, home form, Frankfurt pretty good, Mainz not so good. Frankfurt have won 4 of their last 5 at home, including their last 3, although they have beat the Mainz the last 2 times at home. So anyway, that we nap. Again, why did I not total this up? I'll I'll do this quickly. This should be quick enough. So what do I say? 4 to 5 on to 4 to 6 on to 6 to 5. Alright, that's 5.5 to 1. That's pretty good. 5.5 to 1. I'm happy with that. So good luck, Zooney. Yeah, so now it just leaves a bit of Sunday at a glance. And Sunday is a big day, I'd say, for football. Full League One. You know, I'll probably do a bet within that, probably. Bromby play Midland. I would fancy both teams scoring that. Probably overs as well. Arsenal play does it play Newcastle? West Brom, and they're 4 to 9. I'd fancy them. United also play Southampton. No, Villa. I'd fancy them. Marseille play, but it's really early. It's like 12 o'clock. They play St Etienne. They're 11 to 10. Villarreal are a good price at home as well. Villarreal play Celta Vigo at 5:30 on Sunday. They're around about evens. Real Madrid are evens against Seville. As I said before, nobody wants to win that Spanish league. Atletico back top now by 2 points. So yeah, that should be. Juve as well have a decent game. Who do they play? Juve play AC Milan. They're 7 to 10. Who else is there? That's about it. But let's say that was just a quick glance at Sunday. But I'll leave it there for now. As I said, I don't know if this will be the last nap. It may be. We'll have to have a look at next week's fixtures to see if it's worthwhile asking somebody to make a selection. But we'll still be gambling anyway. So it just leaves me to say, if you are doing a bet this weekend, good luck and happy punting.
Here, get the fuck out of here. Here, thanks. Let me find out you fucked up. I'll leave you wherever I find you.